Hey.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, just 75 outside, sunny, windows open.
I haven't looked at a single fucking chart today.
I have been busy too. I was just gonna pull up Binance and see where we are. I saw like that. Looked like there's a little sell-off going on. Nothing really major. Yeah, ETH's at 26.74 and BTC at 37.370. A couple of points down, but again, I always feel like these are healthy
Yeah, yeah.
myself. So it doesn't bother me. I think everything's kind of stabilizing. Knock on wood.
Shh.
Yeah, not to jinx anybody. Um, but look, I'm just pulling up a ETH chart real quick so I can see what the book looks like. Fuck, hold on.
Are you sharing?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look real quick at the order book. You go ahead and share. I gotta
All
wait
right.
for it all to load.
All right. So real quick, my episode with the Neptune from the Idols is up. I really encourage, not just for my own sake and getting views and listens, but I really encourage everyone to go listen to what they're doing. I so am going to ape in on this project. It's considerate. It's smart. It has the incentives beautifully aligned. It's just a really brilliant model. I personally love the art. Other people may not, but something really draws me into this art, and I want like 10 of them. But I have a feeling I won't be able to swing that. But it's just a really smart model. It's a model that encourages ownership, rewards ownership, secures the Ethereum network. It's just all around fantastic. So if you go to missiondefi.com, you can check out the episode right there on the top of the homepage. Of course, it's going to be available in your uh, podcast player of choice, wherever you get your podcasts. But I encourage you to listen to a project that has been thought through, set up, and modeled efficiently, and one that has like no frontal greed, I'll call it, right? So all of the minting fees get staked in Lido, and all of the NFT holders are earning the STE Lido rewards. There is staking and a model for having the virtue token with bonds. Just it's a really fantastic project. I'm so enchanted with this project. So if you get a chance, take a look. They're building what they're calling the gold list, and the gold list to get whitelisted is going to be completely a meritocracy based list. So engagement, actions in their Discord, etc. So highly encourage if anyone is interested. I think this is one of those. I have no idea what the opening mint price is going to be. Hopefully, it's not too extreme, but this is one of those projects that is could change the model because of its DeFi NFT hybrid, because it's not a money grab. The team gets 10% of the NFTs allocated to them, but after that, they are completely earning the same way everyone else does on the project. And anyway, I'm really fascinated with this project and this play. I really like it a lot.
Is it theidols.com?
Theidols.io.
That's it. Okay, got it. Thanks.
Yep. And the links to their Twitter and everything else are in the episode page on the website.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really really nicely done, planned. You get the sincerity of the founder Neptune in the interview. He's really thoughtful. He's really thought through this. So we've been working on it a long time. Most of the team are good friends. The primary artist is from places like Disney, as an animator and an artist. So he's 15 years in the movie industry. So for me, it's a cool opportunity. And I will tell you that even without all the earning stuff attached to it, I just like these NFTs. So for me personally, they feel very Disney pixel or oriented art and very attractive to me.
So they're Wait, intrinsically backed by staked ETH. Okay, not
Yeah.
like chain binders.
No, not like chain binders. So your NFT earns when they stake all of the Ethereum into Lido, your NFT earns what Lido emits, right? So if Lido's paying out 4 to 5% a year, the beauty of it is you're earning ST ETH, right? And that equates to ETH. So if you're a believer in the Ethereum network and what it can do for DeFi long term, and you think that Ethereum after version 2 is going to appreciate in value, then the odds are very good that over time this will turn way beyond the price of the NFT and profit. This is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor, but I really like the model. But that's not the only way you earn. The other way you earn is there's a bonding mechanism, there's a token, and there are just some really cool things happening. So I really encourage everyone to take a look at that, listen to that episode. You can watch it on Mission DeFi. You can listen to it on Mission DeFi or in your favorite podcast app. So,
yeah, it looks cool. And so the token Virtue, it's not out yet, or is it out?
No, nothing's out yet. The launch is not for a few weeks. It's all about right now. They're just building up, the hype for the.
I was just trying to find the
project.
token, but yeah, no, I see like a Virtue poker points token or something. But yeah, this looks really cool. And I like this, how the ecosystem works. There's a good graphic there on the main page, going down below NFTs, Virtue token, and how it works. It really does a good job of explaining it.
Yeah, clear, clean, simple. I everything's attractive to me about this project. It's just, I'm going to be a real fanboy here because I'm just getting to know him, understanding how it functions, just really, really feel solid about this.
Well, it's cool. So we look at the roadmap. Expansion 1, secret NFT project number 1. Will lock Virtue tokens forever.
So the Virtue tokens get a 7.5% commission on all idle NFT resales.
I like that secondary sale royalty. That's cool.
Yeah, and here's the beauty of it: as the ST ETH associated with each NFT grows, the resale just increases the value, right? So the floor goes up and up and up theoretically.
Yeah.
So anyway,
looks promising. Thanks for sharing. That's cool.
Yeah, definitely. I love this project. Really do. Really a fanboy right now. So hopefully they can execute.
Yeah, there's some. I'm just looking at a couple of news too. There's some new malware targeting MetaMask and 40 other crypto wallets.
Oh, where's that?
On Cointelegraph.
Okay.
Hodlers beware. New malware targets MetaMask. That'll find the article. So it looks like, let's see, what are they doing? Name Mars Stealer, upgrade on information stealing ASCII Trojan of 2019, targets more than 40 browser-based crypto wallets, along with popular two-factor authentication extensions with a grabber function that steals users' private keys.
Ooh.
Okay, what do we got to do here?
So is this like a don't click that fucking link?
I don't know.
Malware here. Wait, is this?
Well, it says Firefox and Opera are safe from extension-specific attacks, but they're vulnerable to credential hijacking. It looks like
Oh, is it like a fake MetaMask extension?
I can't tell, man. File hosting websites, torrent clients, other shady downloaders. So it looks like you do have to click on something.
Yeah, it sounds like you have to install something.
Yeah. The malware targets a file, holds sensitive information. Hackers are currently selling Mars Stealer for $140 on dark web forums. So it's pretty much going to be out there. Users hold crypto and browser-based wallets like Authy are warned to be cautious against clicking dubious links or downloads. So I think it looks like you got to still download or click on something.
Okay, so it's standard procedure. Don't click on shit.
Yeah,
look at the link before you click it. But still,
pay attention. Yeah, be careful.
Yeah. And look, here's how they get you. Here's how they get people. So this is over and over again the fucking way that most people get scammed. Somebody puts an offer, and it works better when we're in a bear market because everybody's licking their wounds, trying to figure out how to make up the 80 to 90% they lost in value. They make you a promise about some incredible opportunity to make a shit ton of money, and you click the fucking link to check it out. Just don't. It's all bullshit. Just avoid the shit. Do not click those fucking links. This is prime scammer time right now. Right? They're going to empty out the rest of people's wallets because people are so desperate to make the money back. So just encourage everyone to chill out on that.
Yeah, no, I mean, to be safe. Absolutely.
Just if it sounds too good to be true, it is. I mean, that's just the old school rule, but it's that's the fucking bottom line. That is the bottom line.
I also saw an interesting headline on Bloomberg. Japan's $1 trillion crypto market may ease onerous listing rules. I mean, I didn't know that they had a $1 trillion crypto market is the first thing I
wonder how they come up with that.
I don't know.
I mean, Japan has been obviously very big in crypto for a long time, but still.
But there's so much. It's weird there because nobody wants to dox. Everybody lays low in Japan, and they've been so big in crypto. I can't quite figure out.
Yeah.
Why. I guess there's no regulation there or something.
Yeah.
But
well, here's something we should all be worried about. Crazy Man says he rejects NFTs, tells fans to stop asking. I'm not on that wave. Fucking, I'll piss off Kanye West fans, but I don't care. He annoys the fuck out of me. So anyway, Kanye's not doing NFTs, people. Not going to do it. Not going to do it until like 75% of his fans are like, where's the NFT, man? But anyway, my focus is on building real products in the real world, real food, real clothes, real shelter. Do not ask me to do a fucking NFT. Ask me later.
So what is he building in the real world?
What does ask me later mean? He's going to do it later?
I don't know. But what's he building in the real world?
Who's he feeding and clothing? Maybe he does charity work. I shouldn't be that way.
Yeah, no, I think he does do some stuff. He does the church stuff. And
I think he genuinely wants to be a nice guy. I don't think he's a bad person. He just annoys me. Look, maybe it's just my age. But there's a lot of innovative young artists that I love, and Kanye's not one.
Well, also at that level, I mean, come on, you're a fucking prisoner. You're locked in a gilded cage, and obviously it stresses him mentally a lot from his past behavior. But these guys are not happy.
I got a nephew walking around wearing fucking $400 fucking ugliest shoes ever made because he's such a fan of this guy, right? So don't tell me about your disapproval of NFTs because those rubber fucking shoes cost about $3 in fucking Taiwan.
Some sweatshop in Asia.
Yeah.
You've got 12-year-olds making them, dude.
So don't fucking give, look, I'm okay if you have a reasoned argument about it or you just don't have time to mess with NFTs. It's all good. But you're pushing a lot of expensive shit on your fans, and a lot of your fans can't afford it. So maybe think about.
And who's making the shoes and the shirts and all of that? These aren't like people like us in a factory making shoes. This is essentially, I don't even know what to call it, indentured servitude or, economic exploitation. There's a reason they don't make shoes and shit in the U.S.
Yeah,
because you got to like pay benefits.
Yeah,
you got to pay health care, and you got to give a balance. So
take care of people.
Work them to the bone in some village.
Yeah.
But anyhow, enough about him. We don't want to get distracted.
All right. So I've known this before, that there were ways to channel your IRA into Bitcoin and crypto in general. Looks like there's a new player in the space, Alto. This article's on Bitcoin Magazine that would allow you, obviously they're focused on Bitcoin, but it allows you to funnel your money into your IRA into Bitcoin. So holding Bitcoin in those. And there's a number of products that do that. I think Pomp is invested in a company that often advertises on his show. So you can find the link to that one. This one is Alto. I don't know what their website is, but looks like they are also a vehicle for that. It's a good recommendation for next year. If you're going to have an IRA, why not have one with something you believe in it? So it's it's altoira.com, altoira.com. And it looks like it's all, oh, look at this. Securitized art, cryptocurrency, private equities, real estate, venture capital. So looks like there's just a lot of things you can do with their IRAs. I'm actually going to
look,
check this out.
do. Yeah, I mean, we're too old for that shit, but it ain't going to help us. But you take your kids and you set up a Roth IRA
Exactly.
there with some crypto in it. You got a 40-year time horizon, 50-year time horizon.
Yeah, imagine the price of Ethereum then.
Yeah. Well, it's either going to be millions or it's going to be nada. It's like one or the other. I'm not saying Ethereum. I'm saying the whole global economy.
Yeah. Of course.
So,
excellent. All right. Did we talk about this yesterday? I can't remember. Senator Toomey admits crypto is here to stay and a diversified portfolio should have some. He's been on our side for a while, but I love that, the speaking out about it is awesome. So,
well, a lot of people, I see like big bank guys, hedges, VC types, politicians, international finance groups. They're all saying almost the same thing now.
Yeah.
Here to stay. So, that's always comforting. It's to me kind of like what our guest yesterday said. I'm watching to see when DeFi 1.0 starts getting absorbed by traditional finance institutions or cloned into it or whatever. Because that is going to be another one that pushes everybody further down. And we've known this for a while. I do believe it's here to stay.
Yeah.
US isn't banning it. India's not. Russia's really not. The only ones that are doing anything is China right now because they're just trying to take it all over with their central bank token.
Yeah. Yesterday, I interviewed a guy named Justin Bibas, founder of Reaper. You remember when we were kind of dabbling around in Reaper back then?
Yeah.
It's basically a Yearn fork. Well, it's actually a lot more than a Yearn fork. And this guy's has a collective of developers, marketers, etc., called Byte Masons, BYTEMASONS.com. Really fucking impressive dude. Just like self-taught developer, Solidity Pro. He's a Yearn fellow. He built this in conjunction with Yearn. And he's got some amazing projects. But one of the cool things that he's doing is he is training developers like every single day. He's got groups of people coming into their Discord. They want to work with the project, and they're doing all kinds of other cool projects. The other project that they were involved with, although he said he had to hold his nose to do it, but he thought it was for a good cause because he was one of the primary builders of 0x DAO, the whole play for the NFT on Phantom for Solidly. And he actually posted a really great article talking about 0x DAO on Medium and how important it was, with a full strategy of get your tokens and dump, get your tokens and dump. He was like, do not fucking stay in this. This is not going to last. Standard yield farming sucks. Just don't do it, right? But he's the guy that built this as well. But here's the thing. He's Phantom dedicated, great chops, high security capabilities, has a team of security auditors in their company, and they hire outside firms to audit everything they do. So I immediately felt so much better about this project. I remember looking at this, and then we were looking at Scarecrow and other projects at the time that we were putting money into. This one is actually I feel so much better about this one. Now, here, he also had a story of they had a bug early on in their existence when there was about $2 million in the protocol, and the bug caused a lockup of $2 million. And we talked about the fact that his community, as well as the whole Phantom community, kind of rallied around them, and some guys figured out how to get the funds out. So they got the money out. Everybody was whole. It was all good. But really, I talked to this guy for an hour. Well, it was almost 2 hours because we really hit it off, right? And so his philosophy, his attitude, he's running a mission-based protocol, Joe. He has a everything that they talk about and do is mission based and discussing.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a second, let me find this. So everybody that joins their company, he shared with me, and I'm going to put this in today's show notes, and I'll put it in the notes with him. But this is like their initial training deck for new developers that want to come in and learn how to be Solidity devs, right? So he walks through, and this is an awesome thing to share with anybody that's coming into DeFi and crypto, because he walks through all the components of DeFi and how it functions and what it does and what to look for and what security is and how governance works and everything else. But I mean, he's just one of those people that is dedicated to the space. He's also not looking for the big play. They don't even have a token yet. They are launching a token, but he refused to launch a token until it had utility within the projects that he was doing. So all around, great. I feel really good now about, for myself personally, this is not financial advice, investing in Reaper.farm, because I have a lot of trust now in the team behind it. So I highly recommend everybody checking it out. They also have, like Yearn does, an experimental site called Pain.finance. He has multiple strategists on staff that are building strategies every day for them. So you can see, Joe, here's a Geist single-sided staking at 93.7% interest.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. So this is their experimental place. You can come in here, much higher risk, probably. I'm assuming that's why they have it. And then look, you can see a lot of decent yields in this platform. It's on Phantom. It's fast, all that good shit. But I mean, even the 0x DAO token is here at 2,331% APY annually. And on the site, you're already earning 930 something, right? So these are auto compounding strategies. We also talked about Beethoven. He's done a lot of security review and code review for them. He thinks it's a fantastic team. They have partnership with Beethoven and bring in some of their yield into this project. So I also felt better about Beethoven, but all the way around, I think this is a good place to be. FTM T-share 952, FTM credit, I don't know credit, but 663%, FTM screen 397%. Just really, I think there's a lot of opportunity here, and a place that is probably a bit better than the average in terms of quality of code, quality of team, etc.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, it looks really interesting.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff. So a lot of variety here of investments, but depending on the tokens you have and what you're involved in. But anyway, I'm looking forward to getting that one out as well. Another, as I interview people, you get to really know them, because we have a lot of chat that we do before the interview, and then when we really climb into asking them the questions about how they're doing things and how they thought about things. Some interviews, I interviewed the people and I'm like, yeah, okay, it's a cool project and I see some innovation there, but I'm not like overwhelmed by the caliber of the founder or the team. And then there are ones like this one and the Idols, where it's like, oh, holy shit, this is a really powerful team, and this is a really powerful concept, and they are motivated by an ethical vision and mission in DeFi to do well. James, by the way, James Strickland says, as embarrassing as is, I got hacked by downloading a fake TradingView link. Oh, dude, it was a Google ad. What the fuck? That sucks.
Wow.
Installed it, and shortly after, my trading hot wallet was wiped. Most funds were saved by Ledger. Oh, thank goodness. Hardware wallets are key. Dude, I'm really sorry that happened to you, though. That sucks. But thank you for sharing that, because that'll make everyone think. No matter how careful you could be. I mean, none of us would think that
a TradingView link.
Yeah, a TradingView link and a Google ad would have malicious software in it, right? So sorry that happened to you, man, but thanks for sharing it, because that's the kind of thing that can help everyone avoid pain and suffering later. So, and get a hardware wallet.
Yeah, I think I have to upgrade mine. I was trying to move something off of.
I upgraded.
out, and it's saying something. It won't. It'll let me do stuff, but it won't let me send anything. It won't let me send DAI. So I'm like trying to figure something about
that's fucked up.
XUS. It's like wanting me to change the allow contract protocol, because I guess now they have a button on there for blind contract or something.
Right.
With the newest ones, I don't have that because I have an older one. So I think that's what's messing me up.
Well, okay.
But it's of course one of those ones where I spend 2 hours trying to figure it out and then say fuck it.
As long as you're not locking up any money in there, it's good.
Yeah, because at that point you kind of you're going to make a mistake because you get frustrated. That's why I stop, and I'm going to take a look at it tomorrow again.
Yep. Let's see what else, Joe. Secret Network. Remember we met them?
Yeah, Tor.
They are ramping up the PR. That's for sure, man. They're everywhere. And I really need to go give Secret a try and see what's going on. I have no idea where the chain is in kind of the whole, landscape in terms of adoption. Have you heard anything? I'm going to go check out DeFi Llama, see if it shows up. But, that's the thing I heard. Where is that? Why these keep reloading? I got to go to sleep on this tabs.
I was looking at them 6-7 months ago, and I thought what was interesting is they have a way. It's almost like a Tumblr. I think it's Secret, but where you kind of go from one wallet to another wallet, and there's no connection to it. But at the same time, there's a provenance to the transaction that only you have. So that if you ever get into an issue with source of funds, trying to move it into another platform or TradeFi place, you have the ability to prove that it came from yourself, that it just moved to another wallet. So it's a pretty interesting thing because it achieves all the things that we want in the sense of staying safe. But at the same time, for the regulator types, if they call you to the carpet for that, you have something to show.
Right.
Shows that where it came from. So a provenance of sorts. So that's pretty cool.
So I think the part of the reason they're getting all the news is they have a new $400 million ecosystem fund. So for projects that deploy, I assume, I haven't read the article yet to understand what they're doing in the fund, but that's certainly valuable. And it's the model that's worked, right? It worked for every chain before them, except for Algorand. My favorite.
Oh yeah, your buddies. They were talking about you the other day.
The mooch is like, dude, shut up, stop.
Brad, king of the shorts, king of the shorts.
My investment. So, Defiance Capital, Alameda, Coin Fund, Hashkey. Wow, that's some big names in this protocol. That's a big bet. And look, I think that with the impending regulatory fears, that something like a secret network may actually end up being attractive, right? So we should probably take some time to climb into it some more. I'll reach out back to the founder and get that interview set up. This would be a good time because they're out looking for PR. So maybe we can get him on DeFi Lunch and on Mission DeFi. So I'll see.
Yeah, he's a good guy. When we talked to him at that conference, he was sharp, man. He's definitely super bright and engaged. You could just see it in his eyes. And so, and it's got sort of a mission, we've got that data privacy push that's, has to be continuous because it always gets beaten back from those that want to use our data for their own profit.
Yep.
So I see ways that this works, in the sense, even if you're a bank, I mean, you don't want what you're doing out there so everybody can see it. And a lot of people have also been talking about, since all these blockchain wallets are, supposedly public, there's people that are, talking about the privacy of the wallets now.
Right.
That, people don't want, because, I haven't done it, but I know people that stalk wallets to see what other people are investing in and doing, and they just copycat them.
Of course.
So, you don't want to telegraph your strategies. And when you're making moves, you don't want, if you're making big moves, you don't want other people to know you're making the move until you've made it.
Yeah.
So it's like, I can see how secrecy and stuff has a lot of
coming appeal. Yeah. So $225 million ecosystem fund, expanding Secret Network's application layer, DeFi and NFTs, network infrastructure and tooling. So tooling, Joe, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Thirdly, they're announcing a $175 million accelerator pool designed to provide non-dilutive capital, grants, and ecosystem incentives to rapidly expand user adoption. So looks like it could be an opportunity for some projects to move over, or at least make themselves available on this. And that's obviously what the money's for. You know, the money is meant to drive people over that have a user base and get them on board. So I'm going to take a deeper look, and we'll talk about it over the next week or so and see what else is going on there.
Yeah. I'm looking at an interesting article on the financialization of fandom. If you just Google that up, it's on CoinDesk. Talk about social tokens, which has some applications to a lot of stuff that we do and talk about as well. Yep. And talking about a couple of things, because I ran into this with the iHeartRadio guys at that Art Basel NFT conference and what they do in the live festival shows. And, you know, giving away NFTs or whatever. I mean, they're not doing super sophisticated stuff, but at least, you know, it's a start. But this is talking more about tokens and social tokens and podcasts where the subscribers manage the community and do things like that. You know, all the stuff that we tend to like. And it talks about how there's incentives for creators with these. I mean, it's interesting, you know, because we're always talking about utility tokens.
Yep.
But social, there's a lot of interesting things here you might find attractive.
Nice. Well, I like this idea of this, the subhead in the article where it says social tokens can give fans some upside in the discovery of new talent. Yeah. And that's actually a very cool concept, right? You discover a band, an artist, an actor, whatever, and they launch a social token to keep themselves afloat and promote themselves. And the fans are out there spreading the word about it. And now there's some financial incentive for them to help get that artist a bigger career and a bigger opportunity, right?
And grow their fan base, grow their,
right.
And also what iHeartRadio is talking about is, you know, and some of those NFTs that they were giving, you know, with tickets and stuff for the first open air festival post big pandemic or wave 1 or 2 or whatever. But when you look at this, you kind of think, you know, they have so much more they could do along these lines. Referrals, fans bringing in fans, you know, engagement, first looks at the new song, you know, peer review on label album covers or whatever we call it these days. You know, anything that gets them going and gets them vested in the community. I mean, this is kind of what we try to do in a lot of other areas.
Yeah.
Without you know, a band or something like that to promote, sell.
Yeah.
So I recommend everybody take a look at this. There's
That's
a lot
awesome.
of ways this can be used in other communities beyond just entertainment, DeFi communities, etc.
This is interesting. I actually didn't read this yet, but looking at the subtitles the subheads on this, what is it called? Utopia Labs has launched. And there's an article about how Friends with Benefits is that private DAO/club where you have to hold their token in order to be a member of it. I just listened to an interview with him on founder of that on Unchained. He's from Dapper. I think it's Dapper Ventures is part of Dapper Labs, which is the CryptoKitties and NBA ticket stuff. But evidently they're using this platform Utopia for managing their payroll and payments for your DAO. Collaborative payroll and payments for your DAO built right on top of Gnosis. So sounds like it makes it an easy way to automate setting up payments to people, whether they're contributors or committees or anything. We should probably keep that one in mind, Joe. There's a couple of others I've looked at in the past, but definitely could see that.
Well, it'd be cool to combine that with that streaming payments.
Exactly, with Superfluid. This is a perfect use case for Superfluid, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't know, but I think actually Superfluid could probably easily recreate a collaborative payment system. So who knows? What else did I have? That was the investment in Secret. I was going to do a little multi-farm strolling. What do you got?
There was something else I just saw that looked intriguing. Where is it? Okay, we got the India stuff we covered yesterday.
Oh, I got a free NFT. Let me I want to properly quote them, not quote them, but attribute them. Multifarm did a thing the other day asking people to post about transparency. And I had just, and what DeFi needs to do to get better about security, transparency, et cetera, et cetera. And I'd just been having the discussion with Zeus from Olympus DAO, Muni, and some other folks on his concern about cascading liquidations, et cetera. And I had said, well, I think a first step in between something more severe is having a tool that alerts users to liquidation risks, right? So you're investing in a protocol, but you could have a scoring system that says, yeah, the ratio of debt is really bad on this lending protocol and this lending protocol. Really need to make sure that you're careful with this one because it could have cascading liquidations. It could be team reviews. It could be TVL dropping, votes on issues. Anyway, a tool that really gives the users insights into a protocol they may be buying or investing in, and gives them scoring capabilities. So I won a NFT for it. And you know what? I'll tweet it out later. But the project that was sponsoring, let me find it. Anyway, the project that was sponsoring is an NFT project. I'll tout them tomorrow and show the NFT off. It's pretty cool. I don't know anything about them, but I definitely want to thank them publicly for the little NFT.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I'll probably get rich off of it.
I always get so paranoid when those just drop in my wallet because, again, another hack attack goes that way too. You know, I got this one folder on OpenSea that's just all the shit that people have sent me. Or you know, yeah, in my wallet. It's not in a different. It's in a folder there, but it's in the same wallet. But I don't even interact with it.
Yeah,
don't even touch it. You look at it, but you don't send it or do anything.
The project is Prometheus DAO, and Multifarm obviously worked with them to sponsor it. But let's see. I just want to thank them for providing the NFT, and I really haven't taken a deep enough dive into kind of what they're doing and how they're doing it. But the guys from Multifarm told me it's actually a pretty unique model. I think there's a bit of gaming in there, so MMORPG, metaverse play, and NFTs. So again, I have not engaged with it, but the NFTs are really funky and cool. So.
Yeah, I did. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm starting to see press again on the next Bitcoin halving in 2024.
Already?
They're a bit. Bloomberg's talking about it, and everybody's like on it. So, Bloomberg what is it? The article called? I'm kind of blocked out because I have a paywall here. Wait, did I lose you?
I'm here.
Okay, no, I saw something pop up. It's on Bloomberg. Bitcoin halving. Bitcoin halving will stir next crypto frenzy. Oh, sorry. Thai Exchange says that. I didn't read the last part, but
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, well, how far in advance do you need to go with that, dude?
I think they're just trying to get people to think, okay, now's the time to get in. It's at the bottom. You know, there is the halving coming up in 2.5 years or something, or 2 years and 3 months.
Yeah.
Still, and that's infinity to me at this point. So,
let's see where the degenerate APYs are right now on Multifarm. Wow, things have calmed down quite a bit. Only 9,029% APR at the highest on with farms of liquidity of higher than 50,000. Not high. No, farm liquidity over 10 million. So you know, this is what's this? What's ETH? What chain was that on? It's on Sushi, so that's good. Oh my God, what is going on? Am I connected to the wrong Wi-Fi? Because it's fucking slow. Or is it just... Oh, Joe, I have an alternative for us for streaming.
Oh, yeah?
So, yeah, I signed up for... They had a lifetime on AppSumo for a project called Melon that claims to offload the CPU processing to their servers instead of your machine, which is not what StreamYard does. So hopefully I won't continue to have these issues. All right, I can't get that to load, but wow, painful. Anyway, what else we got? This WEEF die, except it's not sorted any longer by APR. Hold on.
I did see. Oh, I know one thing I did see. I think I saw that. Where the hell's Aave? Aave's launching a new one somewhere. It wasn't. I don't think it was Arbitrum. Where the hell was it?
I don't know.
Maybe it's Cosmos. I think Aave's going to Cosmos. I saw that in a chat this morning, extending their reach. Cosmos has been doing a lot of moving the last. I mean, it's got some action going on at least. I don't know which way it's going, but. We talked about that before, layer 0 type stuff.
Look at this. So look at the highest. These are the highest paying single token, right? So it's one-sided staking. The highest paying one-sided staking pools right now. The first 3 are on Phantom, and they're all on 0x DAO. I think that's Liquid, Scream, and Credit. I don't know Credit. And then OXD. So paying between 1,015% APY to 1,482% APY. So if you think, a token, like you think the guys at that you think Scream has the potential to stay the same, go sideways, or go up, earning 1,316% on it's not too bad. Now, currently, Time is earning 657% on Wonderland. So that's exciting. Not. Danielle did a AMA today, but I missed it. So I'm going to have to catch up in the Discord on what's going on with the project, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it today. Needless to say, I know that Andrew Thurman, the guest we had on yesterday, is interviewing a lot of folks about that. So I'm really looking forward to his next article about it.
Yeah.
He's on top of that. So that's awesome. Now, let's see if this turns out to be true. Look at this, man. Fucking 427.16% on WBTC at 0x DAO. Do you think it's real?
That return?
See, when you come to the site, though, man, I really got to get the guys. I really need to talk to the guys at Multifarm because I want to understand what we can expect in lag on. See, right now at 0x DAO, I think it's all been pulled because it's at 0%. So I don't know how they update or keep it from caching old results.
Yeah.
Here's DAI. Also, same place. I bet DAI's out too. Yeah, DAI's out. Let's see. So all those incentives are gone, but Jesus, can I do a not 0x DAI? DAO?
One other thing I was going to tell you too, you mentioned Time earlier, and we've talked about Fortress, that Avalanche.
There's some drama there. Let's drama.
So there's been some. Well, it started a month ago, a couple weeks ago, when some rogue employee got pissed and took over or kicked everybody out of the Telegram chats, Discord, Twitter, hijacked all of those, and then just started flooding the hell out of it. And everybody was mad. So then the developers were all fighting in there too on the same project. So now there's another Telegram channel, there's another Discord, there's another Twitter. And now you got that. One of the developers now is in there. They had a vote yesterday or the day before to buy WMemo or Memo, one of the two, whichever one gets reimbursed from the potential buyout. They bought $3 million worth of that shit yesterday.
Wow.
And with a 12-hour vote, and a lot of people up in arms about it. So then people were pissed, started selling. And now there's another one in it. So people are all mad, saying that the developers just turned it into his own personal day trading company. But the token was up. So I unstaked and dumped it all this morning. So I'm done with that one. So, those kind of warning signs when everybody's fighting, it's a total friggin' train wreck. They're not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm kind of looking at a lot of those right now and readjusting my thinking that, I almost feel like we've moved on from the forks.
Yeah.
in those smaller ones.
Yeah.
Obviously the top, they got resources to do something with, to pivot. But these smaller ones now, as soon as I go above water, I'm kind of thinking about exiting. But that's just my perspective. I'm not trying to sour on anybody. But Klima, I'm still in. Like, I like that. I'll be in that one forever. And now, I've been really looking at MakerDAO these days.
Right.
Just because, it's right behind Curve on the overview of DeFi Llama dashboard with, 15.7 billion in TVL, where Curve's got about 18.
Right.
And Aave's got 12 and Convex has 12 and a half. I mean, I guess Convex is really Curve, but still, I mean, it's a player. So, I'm kind of going a little bit to quality at this point and new stuff, so.
What was I going to say? I keep coming back. It's time for me to dive into Tokamak because I keep coming back, and you look at these yields that they're paying. Like, if you're an ohm holder and you're down about the down of it right now, 5% to 32%. ALUSD, which is Alchemix's stable coin, 5% to 33%. DAI, 5% to 36%. I got to figure out and understand how it all works. By the way, Eamon said OXD got rid of many of the yields for non-phantom native yield farming. Makes sense. But I just want multi-farm to update it. I got to talk to them today because I would say that 75% of the time when we've shown a multi-farm pool and found an APR we liked or a project we liked, we go to it and it's not there anymore. So
yeah,
I got to ask them and understand why that happens. Alchemix, 21% at base, 36%.
These are all single stake.
These are Tokamak vaults. So,
okay. How long you got it vaulted for?
I have no idea. Anybody know? Eamon, you probably know. We should have Eamon on the show at least once a week.
Yeah, he's smart. I would love to get him on here just to chat.
Brilliant.
But I remember some other guys were in some vaults like Beefy or Elk or somehow around those two systems where people are locking up for
24 hours. There's a 24-hour cooldown on the back end.
All right, that's nothing. But I know some where you put it in for 4 years.
Yeah, that's Curve. That's, Curve is 4 years. But the earnings that you get on a regular basis from that are awesome. So, Joe, I got nothing else today, buddy.
I got a lot on my plate too. I've got to go to my daughter's tennis tournament. And, but look, I'm just going to talk about the order book real quick. This is just Binance, but there's a lot. That support that was in the 2000 range to 1700 is all still there. There's like 100 million sitting there, but above it, like 22, 23, you got about almost 50 million counting 2100. And then you got another 25 million sitting on the bid line from 2400 to 2600 for ETH. So there's a huge amount of support. I don't see a lot of lids up above it. I see like 20 million at 2,900, but most of it's all single. Well, everything else is single digit millions all the way up to 4,300. So, I mean, I heard some talk on the Wall Street Journal article today too about a lot of people were talking about short squeeze again, BTC and ETH. So any good news that gets this moving or any big buys could potentially start a nice track up. So feeling good about it. At this point, I feel like it's more likely than not at this stage, but play defensive.
Yep. All right, man. We'll have a lovely afternoon. Everybody, thank you for listening and watching. We appreciate it. We're working to book more guests on the show on a regular basis. Let me know if you guys like that or you don't like it. I had somebody say that on Twitter that we need to stop. We needed to spend less time on Wonderland, and I totally agree. If something big happens with it or they make some decisions, we'll talk about that. But obviously, we got locked into that news cycle, and that's what
that's what happens.
But we will endeavor to still show you and expose you to new projects, the ones I'm interviewing and ones I'm not. And we really appreciate you guys listening and watching. Please, if you can, stop right now and go into your Apple iTunes and give us a review. Or give us a thumbs up and a like on YouTube and tweet about whatever you like about the show. So thank you very much. Thanks for listening. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thanks, Brad. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Joe.
Talk to you later.